All right, here is a really, really special property. This is 10 acres. It's actually two surveyed side-by-side 5-acre properties, has this little cabin on it, directly borders the lake easement area at Wilderness Lake along its north side for about 200 feet. It's got a trail that goes to the lake. It's got power directly on site. It's got two private building sites with driveways and all that, and you're within about 30 seconds of the National Forest. You can actually get to the National Forest from this Wilderness Lake development. There you can see the lake off in the distance. And as we back up, you'll see the little cabin. The cabin is nothing special. It could be used maybe for a hunting cabin, maybe for storage. There it is. It's about 16 by 20, so it wouldn't meet the requirements of an actual residence out here, which would have to be 600 square feet on a concrete foundation. But for storage or for a hunting cabin, you know, it might be fine. Look at the ground video to get a closer look at that cabin, because it's in rough shape. But, you know, like we said, maybe it's something that could be fixed up. So we're looking northerly. You can see the cabin. If you see the driveway to the left of that, that's also part of the 10 acres. So that's the other adjacent 5-acre tract that directly borders this one. As we look, we're kind of looking northeast now. So the property goes all the way back to that lake area, and that encompasses about a 30-acre area, which includes the lake. So you can physically go right from the property into that lake area. You can fish in the lake. There's a walking trail that goes around it. I mean, it's really pretty. And we're just kind of taking a look at the area here. This is a middle of the winter video, so I mean you can see everything, which is a bonus on this property, because you can see that the ground itself lays extremely nicely, basically level on the south end, and then slopes down as you go toward the lake, and it slopes very, very gradually. I mean, this is all usable. That's actually a pretty good shot there, because you can see the cabin and you can see that little trail that goes all the way to the lake area on the property itself. So it's going to be like a four-wheeler trail or a walking trail. And as we pan around in a moment, you'll see the National Forest. And as we mentioned, that's accessible through the Wilderness Lake development, actually. Or you can go back to the county road and get there. If you look, now we're looking westerly. If you see those pine trees back there, that's going to be the National Forest. So the Wilderness Lake development, it's about 52 tracts, and it borders the National Forest along its west side, most of its west side, and along its north side. And there are some trails that go right into the forest. So I mean, you literally have tens of thousands of acres of additional land for hunting and trail riding and recreation and all that good stuff. That's a pretty good shot. So I mean, yeah, you're looking out within about a quarter mile of thousands of acres of national forest. I mean, we've never had a property like this one. The two tracts is great. They're surveyed separately, so I mean, you'd have some options there. The reason we're selling these two tracts together is that little cabin happens to be built extremely close to the boundary line between the two tracts, and there's a setback from the side boundaries of, I don't know, 15 or 30 feet or something at Wilderness Lake, and that cabin on a single tract actually doesn't meet the setbacks from the sides. So when the two tracts are together, it's perfectly fine. If you wanted to keep one and sell one separately, just be aware that cabin is technically too close to the west boundary of one of the tracts. So now we're taking a look. We're directly over the property. And that little trail, it goes all the way to the lake area, which comes almost up to the water itself on the west side. Gorgeous, gorgeous property. You're going to have tons of big timber out here. Like just about everything in Missouri. It was logged at some point. I think it was logged about 10 years ago. But even at that point, it wasn't clear cut. It was like a select cut, and you can see there's a lot of mature timber. In the summertime, when the leaves are out, this will just be pure green. It's got a good driveway going in. I mean, it's a good setup. The power is, like we said, you can see the power on the right side of the road, on the north side of the road, so that's directly on both properties. which is fantastic. And just one more time, that little cabin is nothing special, but maybe for storage, maybe for a hunting cabin. Take a look at the ground videos to see it. But I mean, that has a great driveway. It's very, very private. The deer population out here is phenomenal with the white-tailed deer, all that national forest, the lake. They love to come to the lake. It's excellent, excellent property. So hunting, camping, building, recreation, investment, I mean, you name it. It's a great property. And to have power right on site is pretty fantastic as well. So 10 acres, you can go to the website at InstantAcres.com. I should have mentioned that up front. But that's where you want to go to see if it's available. If you have any questions, you can give us a call or you can send us an email. But your first stop, if you're not already there, should be the website, InstantAcres.com. Everything is available with complete owner financing, and we hope to hear from you.